always ahead, beyond the headlines, live, local, and up-to-the-minute primetime news coverage. MSST News, Channel 12.
Good evening, this is Francis Chamberlain. Here's an update on Alaska's road repair from Helen Kirk. Helen?
Thanks, Francis. Winter infrastructure repairs and long-range construction projects are difficult to plan around Alaska's unique weather conditions and lack of daylight, and that's without an earthquake. But on December 1st, the city of Anchorage was struck by a monstrous 7.0 magnitude earthquake that crumbled major roadways. Cars were left stranded, buildings were rocked, and bridges were damaged. With the severity of the destruction and unobliging weather of Anchorage winters, it was reasonable to believe that the repairs would take weeks, if not months, to complete. Instead, the roads were repaved, repaired, and reopened in just a few days. While the city was in the midst of a warmer spell at the time of the earthquake, the temperatures in the week following were consistently below freezing. Average temperatures for December in Anchorage range from 13 to 25 degrees Fahrenheit, while residents are granted less than 6 hours of sunlight. But to Shannon McCarthy, the media liaison of the Alaska Department of Transportation, the preparation and hard work of the asphalt producers and the paving crews made all the difference in completing the repairs in just 4 days. McCarthy told AccuWeather that cold temperatures were a huge challenge for paving. All of their asphalt plants were shut down for the winter. Their staff contacted their local asphalt producer about 2 hours before the quake to ask them about restarting the plants, and they did so immediately. It's incredible that they were able to bring them back online as quickly as they did. McCarthy also said that there were 8 major breaks in infrastructure from the earthquake. One of the most significant issues came from the collapse of the off-ramp by the Anchorage airport. While the daylight and temperatures certainly were not ideal for the repair efforts, McCarthy told AccuWeather there was another weather impact that actually made the work more difficult for our crews. She said the construction crews brought in lights and they worked 24/7 to make the repairs. They had a combination of weather and some snow, but the hardest condition was actually the freezing rain. They just pushed through the weather. Not ideal, but the workers came prepared. Many of the repairs that were made are considered just temporary, as the frozen soil and cold weather hurts the durability of roadways, according to McCarthy. More permanent repairs will be made at a later time, but for the next few winter months, residents can thank the diligence and quick response of paving crews for getting their city running smoothly once again. Back to you, Francis.
Thanks, Helen. Any updates on the train collision in Turkey?
In fact, I do, Francis. At least 9 people have been killed and dozens more injured after a high-speed train that crashed in Turkey's capital of Ankara on Thursday morning. The train was traveling from Ankara to Konya when it hit a railway engine inspecting tracks at the Marsandis railway station around 6:30 a.m. local time, according to the Associated Press. After hitting the railway engine, the train then crashed into a pedestrian overpass. Portions of the overpass reportedly fell onto the train. 2 train cars derailed during the crash, the AP reported, citing NTV television. At least 47 people have been injured in the crash, with 3 of them in serious condition, according to BBC News. 6 passengers and 3 engine drivers are reportedly among the deceased, the AP said. Ankara Governor Vasip Sahin said that their hope is that there are no other victims. Transport Minister Mehmet Kahit said that as of 12:30 p.m. local time, all passengers and drivers were removed from the wreckage. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. Snow fell in Ankara several hours prior to the crash. The city's international airport observed snow from 8:31 p.m. Wednesday to 12:20 a.m. Thursday local time. Visibility was reduced to below 1 mile for a time. While the rest of Thursday is expected to be dry for continued rescue and recovery efforts, a new system is moving into the area Thursday night, and that could bring another round of snowfall. Drier weather is forecast to return later on Friday and continue into the weekend.
Thanks for the update, Helen. That's it for tonight's news, folks. This is Francis Chamberlain wishing you all a happy weekend. Stay frosty.